All right, hey everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading the Markets. I am your host, Vays, coming to you live this Tuesday morning. Markets have been open for about 3 hours, coming off a 3-day holiday weekend. You guys have no idea how badly I want to start a political channel, because on President's Day, our president forgot which country he's the president of. And I believe he thinks he's the president of Ukraine, though technically he is also the president of Ukraine, since the United States tells Ukraine what to do. And pretty much since 2013, when they caused the coup there. And he spent President's Day in Ukraine with a country he clearly cares more about. It's the country that has paid him more money, and his son especially, over the years. And he cares way more about that country than this country. I am currently in the United States. I came back. I don't know why, but decided to leave Panama. But yes, we are actually in clown world. Though he could have thought he was in the US, it's hard to tell whether he knows which country he's actually in, or which country he is the president of. But that's how he decided to spend the United States President's Day. It is like, you can't make this shit up. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. Though if Trump did something this stupid, I would also talk shit about Trump. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Anyway, well, let's talk about the charts. Where are we here? Charts. It is a clown world. It's insane. Let's go straight to the weekly chart. Oh man, I'm still a little recovering from last night. I really am trying not to drink too much, but if you guys follow my Instagram, you would have seen what I was doing last night. Maybe I'll pull up my Instagram later. It was so much fun. We were hanging out on a friend's trimaran, which is very similar to a catamaran. It's huge. And we were like playing some poker, celebrating some birthdays. It was really, really cool. Came home like 3 in the morning or something. Am I gonna start a Nostr account? Maybe, probably. Yeah, the Ohio thing is insane. And there's no money. The US government is sending zero money to Ohio. They can't print enough money to send to Ukraine, but there's zero money going to Ohio. It's one of the worst natural disaster, one of the worst man-made disasters in the US in a long time. And I was actually happy to get out of the Northeast to Panama right after that disaster. I'm a little nervous about going back to the Northeast, which is why I'm going to hang out Florida for a while. I think it was like a 500-mile radius from East Palestine, Ohio. I didn't even know there was an East Palestine, a city called East Palestine in the US. I had no idea. Did you see that Babylon Bee headline? It was hilarious. I don't know. I know I'm supposed to be talking about charts, but hold on. Babylon Bee, East Palestine. I don't know how to spell Palestine. It's hilarious. What's that? Man, what's that? Congresswoman. This headline was hilarious. It cracked me up. No, damn, it wasn't this one. Shoot, Babylon Bee does too many good. They have too many funny headlines. It would have been like 3 days ago, so I don't know how far I can scroll on this. Shit, I didn't really mean to talk about this. What's her name? What's her name? Hold on. Oh yeah, officials remind So this is residents of East Palestine to protect themselves by getting a COVID booster. Yeah, I'm not. That probably did happen. I'm not sure that's a Babylon Bee headline. Oh, where's that headline? I hope they didn't remove it. Here, this one. I can't even pronounce her name. Ilhan Omar withdraws support for East Palestine after learning it's in America. This was hilarious. Like this cracked me up for a while. It's one of their better headlines. She's a congresswoman. I forgot from which state, and like she really hates America. Like it's really it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Like I'm not really crazy about Noster yet because to me it's too much. It reminds me too much of Mastodon, and I thought Mastodon was silly and ridiculous from the beginning. So I haven't yet gotten on the Noster bandwagon yet. But yeah, like I said, this headline just cracked me up. Okay, let's let's go to the charts. So the weekly chart got rejected right at the triple resistance. It got rejected at about the same price as it did last week. That is now a short-term double top, which on a short-term basis is likely to get broken to the upside. But like I've been saying for weeks now, we are still in the resistance cluster, and a weekly MRI sell is coming next week. So I am not rushing into bullish trades, which creates a little bit of a conflict for me because this is the area where I should be a lot more bullish invested. And there was a 1 to 4 candle correction pullback. But it wasn't like I really wanted to see it go deeper. So I have a little bit of a conflict whether I should or should not add more to the bullish position. When in doubt, the wise words of Mr. Tyler Jenks, when in doubt, always go with the more conservative position. So I will wait till the end of this candle. And if next candle is giving me bullish signs, I will add to the bullish position a little bit, but I still want to see a bit of a pullback, or I want to see a longer weekly consolidation, at least for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then I would be more comfortable in the big. Hold on 1 second, guys. I had to cough for a second. I don't even know why. Man, drink, not alcohol drink, regular drink. Do you think the USA will be in recession this year? I think the USA is already in recession, but there is a difference between most people. When you say recession, right? What does recession mean to you, Alex? The definition of a recession in America is, multiple quarters of negative growth, which we already had, but the government altered the definition of recession. So what most people think of when it comes to recession is the stock market falling or rising? And I think we are already in recession. We've been in recession, and we're going to be in recession most of this year. But at the same time, I am bullish the US stock market. So yes, we are in recession. No, the unemployment rate, I don't expect the unemployment rate to rise. I expect people to feel like they're in a recession, even while having full employment. And the stock market will be rising without the average person not having the ability to profit from the rising stock market, where the rich are just going to get richer because they hold stocks. That's what I'm expecting. How do you apply risk management to poker? You learn statistics. Okay, next. Recession with a rising stock market will increase the inequality gap. That is correct. Yes, Fabio, that is a correct statement. Yes. The only way to really lower the inequality gap is to allow people freedom to innovate. Lower taxes, freedom to innovate. Lower barriers to entry. Am I still constantly on the move these days? Not really. It depends. I'm constantly, right now, I'm constantly moving between Pennsylvania, New York a little bit because family's there, Miami, and Panama, and Mexico. But I haven't been to Mexico yet this year. So January, February, March, and April, you will find me either in New York, Miami, Panama, and not in that order, in backwards order. Panama, Miami, New York. But once the weather gets better, after May, it's going to be Panama, Miami, Pennsylvania, New York. And I haven't really done much international travel over the Atlantic. I'll cross the Atlantic in May when I'm going to Japan and maybe one or two more countries. And then October, November, I'll be in Dubai and Bali. No, not Bali this time. I'll be in Dubai where the financial summit will be. All right, daily chart. I'm not really publicly speaking anymore because I'm tired of paying my own way to speak at these conferences. So I have a $3,000 speaking fee now that includes expenses because I need to get to your country and speak. So if no one wants to pay the $3,000 travel expense for me to speak at your conference, there's a 98% chance I will not be speaking at the conference. So I'm pretty much done speaking at conferences unless I'm actually, being compensated for my travel to get there. And I don't want to travel economy anymore. So either I'm traveling business, which is why I have a $3,000 speaking fee to pay for the business class flight to speak at your conference, or I'm just not going to speak at your conference. I'm good either way. UK will close the inequality gap and solve climate change with food rationing. Yep, they sure will. I'll see if I can get Willie on the show, but Willie's been hard to get a hold of for shows. Oh, tomorrow I will go back to the office of CryptoQuant. So we will do a show with CryptoQuant. I don't really have any videos on my show for beginner traders. This is what I sell, actually. It's the only way I kind of make money. Oh, let's go to the homepage. So if you're looking for a beginner video on learning how to trade, just go to on-demand videos. And right here, risk, technical analysis, and position risk management. So this is my video. I've lowered the price as much as I can. It's $500. In case you're wondering how much I paid for this knowledge, I paid $8,000 in $2002. So 20 years ago, this cost me $8,000. And today I sell it for 500. So there you go. Deflation at work. Daily chart. This video is all over the place. They have not much to say on the daily chart. The chart's looking kind of bullish. Bitcoin is climbing this wall of worry. We had a bit of a downturn. And I wanted the pullback to go a little bit deeper. It did not go a little bit deeper. So it's, I think it barely met the minimum standard for a pullback. We did reverse on the MRI. And we'll eventually have a daily MRI sell. Actually, no, we just reset the counts. So it may take a little while. I'm leaning bullish here, but I'm not jumping into any trades. But I'm already in a bullish position. I'm just hesitant in adding to that bullish position. I want to add on a pullback, or maybe after a few weeks of consolidation so that the moving averages separate further. Hey, Fabio, thanks for the shout out on those workshops. Last night, while we were hanging out on the hourly chart, you can see right there where the market topped. And it topped right on the MRI, right on an MRI sell. The high came in, I think that's the new high, or close to this high. 25,262, 25,254, close enough. And right there on the MRI sell hourly chart. Have I heard of 5.3 theory? No, I have not. Bitcoin is down a little bit today, so GBTC is not really going to go very far. The premium, the discount is very steep, still very, very steep. You need a bull market to start to evaporate some of that premium. Oil, I will be very interested in oil next month. And as you guys know, we are patiently waiting for the numbers this Thursday on how much oil was used out of the strategic oil reserve. My moderator sent me something. Audio. Let me see. Am I using the right microphone? I don't know. Audio. Check. Yeah, I should be using the right microphone. Hope it's okay. Oh, there. Oh man, I just refreshed it again. Yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait till 23rd to see the numbers. So here's what I wanted to do. Okay, so a couple of things on the S&P. The Arun crossed at 26%, which is a few percentage points higher than I wanted to see it cross. But nevertheless, this is a bullish trade on the S&P according to the Arun. And the last time it crossed in a way better position of 21%. And it set off an incredible bull market. And it just crossed again. I don't like today's candle. But here's what I want to do on the S&P. I want to adjust the channel. We don't adjust this channel very often. We adjust it maybe once a year. But I think it's time to adjust this channel. It is a full horizontal channel, but I think it's a little bit too steep at the moment. I haven't adjusted this channel in a year. I think it's just got a little too steep. Now that we have more data, now that last year's top came in, we can adjust this horizontal, this upward sloping channel like this. Now we are looking at weekly data. If I change it to monthly data, I don't want to break any bodies of candles. So at least on the close. So if I adjust this channel to the close of the monthly candle, see, that's an opening of the candle. It's not ideal, but I'm more okay with this. It's this one that I don't want to breach. And over here, we start at the monthly close as well. And now we can also adjust it to touch the bottom of these candles. On the upper side, I don't want to breach any candles either. So I want to raise it a smidge higher. And now we have a super clean monthly channel in the S&P. I can go back to the weekly chart, and you will see me crossing some candles. But on a monthly chart, it's very clean. And now you can see that we did hit the top of this channel, hindsight, of course, and we did hit the bottom of the channel. And now it's time to go back to the top of the channel. And after that, I think it will be time to break out above the channel. At the point of breakout, I don't know when that breakout will be. Let's see. This is only January 2024. So it really is going to depend on who's president. So either way, the market will likely to break out, right? So this is a really interesting discussion. If we get a president like Donald Trump again, who cares about the private sector. So right here, Trump gets elected in January 2016, and the market does super well. Well, election is November, but he becomes president in 2016. And up until the days of COVID, the stock market was up almost 100%. Like, if he didn't shut down the U.S. economy like an idiot in January 2020, if he would have said, let me not get this YouTube channel banned. Could have said a million things. He could have just, ignored the communist attempt to shut down the world. And the market probably would have been up 100% in his tenure of 4 years. Now, this got derailed, but then look at this insane rally into 2021. Now, this rally was happening with inflation too. So either you get a president that cares about business, in which case the market rallies, or you get another communist who creates more inflation, in which case the market also rises. I don't really want to see DeSantis as president. I don't. I'd rather have him be president of Florida, or be president of the South after the U.S. splits into two countries. I don't really want to see him be president. The next 4 years is going to be probably the hardest 4 years in American history in a long time, at least in 100 years. So, like, since World War II. And I don't want to see someone actually like in that position. I don't mind Trump. I do like Trump, actually. I don't mind it being Trump, but I don't actually want it to be a politician that I like. I don't mind it being Trump because Trump's not a politician. And I know it's a little weird saying that there's a politician that you like, but so either way, I think the stock market is gonna go insane with the next president. It doesn't mean that US is gonna be in good shape. I just mean the stock market's gonna go up. All right, let me switch audios for a second. I think people don't like it.
I'm going to use my camera microphone right now. And if it's not good, then I'll go back to what I'm wearing. Maybe it's just a little too far away from me, actually. I might have clipped it on a little too low. All right, it's closer to me now. Let me switch back to the good microphone.
All right, hopefully it's better now. Gold is not looking good. I am leaning bearish on gold. Natural gas, not rushing into this yet, but I do think that natural gas is about to be an incredible buying opportunity. So here's the S&P. I don't want to see the S&P break the MRI support line. So the S&P needs to stay above 3950. Otherwise, this uptrend on a weekly scale is a little bit in jeopardy. Right now, this pullback is at support. We've fallen below the prior swing high, but the prior swing high was very close to the current swing high. So I'm going to delete that. We don't need this blue line anymore. We've broken the downward trend line. And we can pull back into this trend line and then take off to the upside. So I'm still pretty bullish on stocks. Just a pullback for now. All right, I don't really have much else. Binance coin, not doing that well. I don't want to look at shit coins. Lots of things happening. Putin was giving a speech today. I've not heard it yet. Putin has given a speech in his own country. I mean, he didn't go to like China to give a speech or India. He's given a speech from his own country. Biden decided to go to Ukraine on President's Day to give a speech. I'm bullish on the US dollar versus Western currencies. Pulled back nicely. It's going into a death cross, but I think it will break out. All right, guys, any comments? Any questions? I don't have much else, unless you guys want to talk politics. I don't really have much else to add. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get going. I got a bunch of work I need to do. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Here's my Instagram. So that's what I'm saying. If you go to my stories, you'll see what I was doing last night here in Miami. So we were almost in international waters with puppies. So everyone had to like get picked up and just hang it out, playing some cards. Check this out. I had aces and I caught quads. That was awesome. Some birthdays. And that was it. So we ended like 1 or 2 in the morning or something. Yeah, so follow me on Instagram if you're curious about nightlife stuff. That was fun. And don't forget, Financial Summit coming to the UAE in November, and then Unconfiscatable coming to Las Vegas in December. All right, thank you all for watching, guys, and I will see you all on the next one.